Today's podcast is brought to you by Manscaped. If you haven't heard already, it's Smooth Sack Summer. When you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you're scaped from pubes to bum. The leader in below the belt grooming is making sure we all have a ball this summer by giving our pants partners everything they need to stay fresh. Dive head first into Smooth Sack Summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with code Fijian. People, the performance package is the package I have, and it's the package I recommend to everyone. In this package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer, crop preserver ball deodorant, crop reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. Honestly, people, the Lawnmower 4.0 is the best in the business. You'll be going over them nuts like a rally driver. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code Fijian at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code Fijian at manscaped.com. It's Smooth Sack Summer, boys. Get on the board or get left behind. But we're good, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say when you say. Yeah, hi.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm a boxer. Hello and welcome to the Curious Fijian. I'm your host, Fijian.
I'm the co-host, Rain.
And oh shit.
Oh, lights.
The hot seat. We couldn't let the boy come on. We got Sam King on the pod.
Get some proper lights.
Like what?
More like them.
Nah. Just like,
They're
I don't know. You got in there something a bit better.
I think they're alright.
Or something.
You know, decent.
I think they're alright. But we got Sam King with us today. 9-time home counties champ. 7 international champ, national champ, boxed for England, Hoddesdon.
Yeah.
You've had a career before the career's even really started.
Yeah, the amateur career went well, really good. I mean, won most of my fights. I've had 57 fights. So, but I've boxed everywhere, literally.
Yeah, you won the box cup as well.
Yeah,
and that was that the most recent one?
That's the most recent, where other countries go to an international tournament and box. Yeah, that's the most recent one I've won, yeah.
So did you never go to GB?
So what it was GB? Really with me is like I could have got GB, I think, if I stayed at it, but with amateur boxing. But I had an amazing opportunity when I met my coach from America when I was sparring that Hamza Shiraz. So I was sparring him. I met the coach, and the coach that my coach now, Ricky Finez, said to me before. He just said, if you ever want to come out to America and just do it, see if you enjoy it. Obviously, he's a professional trainer, so I sort of thought about it. I was thinking I'm going to stay as an amateur for a bit longer, but then I spoke to my dad and I just thought, with an opportunity like that, it might not come around again.
Yeah, you know boxing in America.
Yeah, exactly.
Man. And you're living out there as well when you're doing your camps.
There, when I train there now.
What's that like, boxing with them?
It's just a level, like it's a step up from anything, you know? Because I've boxed everywhere in England. I've sparred, like brilliant boxers, like, you know what I mean? World-class fighters that are English, and it's just a different level. Like you box people over there that are like nobodies,
and they're more savage.
They're savage, so savage.
It seems more gritty, didn't it?
That's why they're always winning the titles and that. Really, isn't
what
it?
It is. Someone said it to me once, and it's their sort of like journeyman are better than most of our champions. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's true.
That's mad. That's a good, like you said, that's an opportunity you can't pass up on.
Yeah. Exactly.
So with amateur boxing, do you have to go through specific amateur gyms and stuff like that? Like, is there only specific gyms? Could you not go with your coach now and then still be an amateur?
Like you could, but obviously, like them, who's funding him? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So coaches as professional coaches, they get a percentage of your fight wage, and like he's not gonna like when you box as an amateur, you're boxing for free, really. Like that is the only way you don't box for free is through sponsors, which obviously not any, but most good amateur boxers have sponsors, and then if you're in GB, you get a yearly salary, but it's not like a brilliant one,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you get a yearly salary.
No, I thought with GB you just box for GB and that's it, and they just kind of fund all your living and that while you're there.
So they give you a yearly salary. You stay there Monday to Thursday. They fund all your food and things like that, and if you need petrol and things like that, and obviously they bring you everywhere around the world. Boxing.
Life,
so it's a good life. I've actually there's a fella from Hoddesdon that boxes for GB now, a brilliant boxer called Ricky, and he's in the Navy. So he was in the Navy and he gets a Navy wage, and then he also got into Team GB through the Navy. So now all he does is box full time, Monday to Thursday at GB, but he gets paid from the Navy and from
for
GB.
boxing.
So
Jesus.
together it's a
He's
good,
got double
good
bubs.
sum, yeah.
And I bet he's got.
works
I bet you get good. He'll have good benefits and
Yeah,
stuff like that
exactly,
from doing
everything.
it.
Yeah,
But obviously you started boxing when you were 9 years old.
9, yeah.
What was your dad a massive boxing fan? Like, how did you get into boxing?
Do you know what? Everyone always says that to me, and I think the main reason I started boxing, it sounds a bit silly, but my brother was obviously, he was young in school, like maybe like year 4 or something, and some kid always wanted to have a fight with him. So my dad was like, "Oh, I'm going to bring him boxing, let him, get good at fighting in case anyone's ever picking on him." And he just brought me as well, and I was 9 at the time, and then my brother wasn't that good, but I was alright. So
Yeah.
I carried on, yeah.
No, that's
what I started, yeah.
brilliant. Did you like the amateur setup? Did you box for any clubs around Luton, or did you?
So
just
I
go
started
straight
at
to
Farley.
London?
I started at Farley Hill when I was 9. I had one fight for Farley Hill, and I lost my first fight. It was a bit of a. I boxed someone quite.
I'm professional.
It's alright.
I'm professional.
Oh, I shit myself.
No, mate.
I'm feeling like I'm from an interview.
Airplane mode. That it's because it's a bit bright.
Let me shake
innit?
mine as well.
It's because it's bright. No, it's all right if your one goes, but this man, co-host, unprofessional.
Shit me up.
But it's because it's quite bright in here at the minute, isn't it? Normally we have the black thing covering it,
I don't know. So
It's
sucked
quite
into
bright.
combo and shit.
but
The lights are good.
the lights are right. I think I need to get
Decent
some new
setup.
ones though, man.
Something went wrong. Please
What?
try again.
The government.
This is
On
crazy.
to us.
This is the government. Listen.
Yeah, that is the government. They don't want us to go down that rabbit hole, conspiracies. But it seems like everyone kind of started at Farley Hill, didn't it? I'm sure Frankie and that started
Jordan
at
and
Farley.
Frankie did.
Yeah.
Well, Frankie's
the hill,
actually
man.
he's somehow married in. Like we're related somehow. I don't even know how, but we're like somehow related. So like I knew him when I started going there. So I was
Yeah.
obviously young. He was a bit older. I think he's about 3 years older than me.
I think he's in
Frankie.
my year, 23.
Yeah.
Who? Frankie.
Yeah.
23.
And I think Jordan started there as well. Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're still really young.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
young.
young,
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
So what?
Baby, man.
Yeah, I'm young.
That's even madder. So what? And you're gonna go pro,
Hmm.
and that's it. Done. You're like fully going pro now.
Yeah,
There's no like turning
Do you reckon
back,
you would
really.
regret not going to GB?
Nah, I
Or
think
you
like
reckon?
if I stuck as an amateur, like that was where I was next going. Like I was at GB all the time anyway. I was up Sheffield sparring.
So you know. it's
Yeah, so I've been there like loads,
yeah.
but to get actually in GB, you need the GB trials, which would have been my next step. And I think COVID sort of messed it up a little bit as well. Because
Yeah.
everyone says that, but it's true.
Prolonged
You know what I
it,
mean?
innit?
Do you
Like,
reckon you actually need GB as well?
nah, you
Especially
don't.
if you
Not
got
anymore.
that, like you said, you had that opportunity.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
So you don't really.
The thing is, I'm like right now. I'm discussing, deals for turning professional with different promoters and whatnot. And obviously, getting in, like doing the most you can as amateur helps anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would be getting this offer. I'm getting offered the same sort of thing as I would have if I was in GB anyway. So
But
it's like,
you've won like fucking.
yeah.
You've got to compliment.
You've
You've
got-
achieved
you've-
things.
yeah, you've got like a
Like,
big resume, especially when the
Yeah,
MTK
yeah,
box cup. Like that's,
Yeah,
they
most
must have been
recently.
having loads of good fighters there.
It was a tough tournament. Yeah, it was really. Tough.
Was that international or was that just
Yeah,
in
international.
Great
So it was in
Britain?
Cumbria, so Scotland way. But yeah, I had different. My category only had people from. I think I had one Scottish person, and then English was the rest.
Yeah.
But there was in other people's like categories. They had different people from other countries.
So did you with Hoddesdon? Did you go through ABAs and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So is that like the national? Not is that nationals then?
That's the ABA. Yeah, so I didn't win the ABA's national title. I won an English title. So I got chosen from England, and another boxer got chosen from England to fight for an English title.
Yeah.
which is like that's the English title, So I won that one. In the ABAs, I've got to the finals of the ABAs, the semi-finals of the ABA. I've been to ABA finals or semi-finals the last probably 9 years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the 9 home counties.
Yeah.
Every single tournament, I've always got to the semi-finals or
Oh, so
finals.
you have to win the home counties to get into the.
Yeah. So that's how they do it. So you have to win the home counties, and then you go to the next one, then the next one, and then the next one, and then you'll be to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And then if you win the quarters, semis, and then the finals.
Did you like the layout of amateur boxing?
It's tough because like my style is different, and I think a lot of people have different styles. Amateur boxing, you can get away with running away and score pointing
Yeah.
and winning that way under 3 rounds. It's tough to like to beat people that can do that. I've always had there's a fella in my weight category. He's always been in my weight category. I'd always lose in the final to him. He's good. You know what I mean? he's a good fighter, but he's just a good runner. He's a southpaw,
He's good at
and he just runs.
getting the points.
Runs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's very difficult to pin him down and actually, you know what I mean, beat him that way.
Yeah.
Whereas over sort of if you're boxing as a pro for 8 rounds, 10 rounds, you know, it's a different game.
That's where
Such a
people have to
different-
dig deep.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you find more about yourself, I think. than
Yeah, you do.
Just getting chucked in at the deep end.
Exactly.
There's only so much you can run.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't
And
do
three
that.
rounds,
Amazing
you can run for
cardio.
3
You
rounds.
can run for 3
Yeah.
rounds. That's the thing. You can.
But in like a 6, 7, 8 round fight, you're gonna have
You
to.
can't run.
Yeah,
for 6
you
or 7
can't.
rounds. Yeah, you can't. It's basically impossible to do that for that amount of time. Like you can do it, but you'll get nailed eventually. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As it goes on, you'll get tired.
Yeah,
you'll get
your
caught.
health bar is just
Yeah.
starting there, just zapping down.
What kind of fighter would you describe yourself as? Would you say you're a boxer, like slick boxer? Do you stand and bang? Like what kind of fighter are you?
So one thing like everyone's always said, I hit quite hard. So naturally, I was gifted to be able to hit hard. So I box mid range. I don't really box like running away, and I also don't box too close. But at the moment in America, that's what I'm learning, to be close, like
Close.
there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That's because it's a different game, and that's how they get taught. You know, when you're in with the Mexicans or the Cubans, they know how to.
Them
You know what I mean?
Cubans are meant
They're
to be
close.
naughty
They're
as well,
naughty,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, they're naughty. They are. They're sick.
But
They're
why do they
different.
never like win the pros though? Like get world championships?
Well, the
and that?
Cubans,
Yeah.
they couldn't box as pros.
Yeah,
they,
Oh, so
their
they
country
can't-
was out of it.
Who
up
else
until
said
just
that?
now.
Someone else
Their
said that, didn't they?
country's fucked,
I think it was Linus actually. Now thinking of it, he
Yeah.
said that. Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
No, they've
'cause I
just
always
come.
thought that.
They've just changed it now. So recently, they've just changed it so they can box as pros, and
So
all
you
their
reckon-
pros are coming up. There's
You want to
actually-
get that belt of fucking
Yeah,
that
trust
quick.
me. There's a heavyweight in the gym in LA that I train at, and he's a Cuban. He's good, man. Like, I was
Is he?
watching him. Fuck, he's just battering people. Like there's no like, you know, even just a pause where you sort of wait or move. It's nothing. He's just battering people the whole time, knocking
Fucking
people clean
hell,
out.
man.
Like it's ruthless.
What is the obviously I suppose you don't get to experience it a lot, but like the actual LA lifestyle, do you go out and that out there,
Yeah,
or
that's
do you
the
just nail down and just train?
I just train, obviously, because I live with my coach. I can't be, you know what I mean. I wouldn't be going out anyway. When
Yeah,
I'm
rolling
there.
up at 5 in the
Yeah,
morning.
you know what I mean. I haven't really. It's good for like I go out and eat. We go out and eat in different places,
yeah.
things like that. But I haven't gone on a night out or anything like
Yeah,
that.
no, not even
so you have-
specifically
yeah, you've
nights
gone to
out. Just,
experience
yeah,
it,
just
yeah,
like
really.
going out, like to the
Yeah.
beach or something like that.
Yeah. I've been everywhere. Like even just, do you know what? Even on Saturdays, we go running somewhere different every Saturday. We'll go to like a you know, it'll be early. It'll be sort of 5 in the morning, and we'll be
What
going.
does a group of you got?
Well, at the time when I was last there, for half of the time I was there, that Hamza Shaz was there as well. So it was like sort of me and him, and then our coach was there, and then there's a few other people that will be there as well.
Is he an
Or
English
other people in the
boxer?
gym? He's English. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
And he's just stayed out there the whole time, and he just
So now what he does is the similar thing to what I'm doing at the moment. So he goes there for 10 weeks ish, you know what I mean, around that time, and then comes back for 2 weeks, and then has this fight in England.
yeah.
So yeah.
That's a much better way of doing it, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
you get to experience. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
nothing
s-
against
I'm
obviously
s-
staying in England and fighting, but you're living in a different country for like half the year. You get to experience like,
It's just
And their
crazy.
pool
mad.
of fighters is so much bigger, so like it's so much tougher. like
especially
you
in
said.
LA as well, because there's a few gyms in LA. Ain't there? What's that geezer's name, man?
Freddie Roach.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many
So
gyms
you
in it. It's not just that. Even that Robert Garcia, you know, the fella training Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
He's based just like up the road from where our gym is. You know what I mean? Not too far. So there's all these different gyms and all the world class fighters that are training out of them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I've seen loads of fight. Like since I've been there, everyone. You know what I mean? Literally everyone that you look at, and you see them and you think you'd never ever like actually see them. They're just there training. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's the
surreal,
place to
innit?
be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you mix it in there with them?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
of
So
them.
like even like Ryan Garcia, for example, he's he trains at a different time to me, but in the same gym. That's where his like that's where he trains out of. That's
Yeah.
his gym. So that's his camp. You know what I mean? He's just joined that gym. His last fight was there. His next fight's there. So he's staying there. So whenever I do go into the gym, he's just after me. So once I finish my training session, he'll be coming in. But there's been times where because he's Ryan Garcia, I've gone and trained at the same time as him as well, just to, you know what I mean, do that.
What does he look like in person? Like, is he
Nah,
a
he's
freak?
good, yeah. He's
He's a good
ridiculous,
fighter,
you know what
man.
I mean? He's a good
Yeah.
fighter, yeah.
He is.
It's just like reflexes, things like that. He's so sharp, you know. It's like his jab, ping. It's
He's
like
not that old either, is he?
No, he's young.
young,
What's he like?
24.
Yeah, he's young, man.
That's
Is
what I
that-
mean. Everyone always says, "Oh, Instagram fight." Like people say that they're hating, but realistically, he's 24, and his weight category at the moment is probably the hardest weight category
Yeah,
in
that's-
professional boxing.
Yeah,
There's some
It is.
fights going on.
There's
in
so
there,
many
innit?
boxers at that weight, so it's like you can't exactly you know what I mean, say, oh, you've not won a world title. You know what I mean?
He's still, he's only young.
He's
I don't
24,
listen to all that
well,
bullshit, man,
yeah.
because there's too much noise and
Everyone's always hating on people.
Everyone's
Yeah.
going to hate you regardless
Yeah,
of what
yeah,
you
yeah.
do. And so we were talking about that, the UFC, innit?
it's same thing with
Yeah.
Joshua. I literally heard a geezer talk about it earlier. Who's the guy that used to train Bellew? The small geezer. Was he?
Baldhead?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
can't remember.
Is he Asian or is he black? I'm not sure. He's bald.
No, I thought he's white.
Fucking, he looks
Kel-
Asian. Looks Asian,
Asian,
to me,
black and
mate.
white, I don't know.
Not him. Not him.
Not Kel Brooks
No,
one.
no. He's
a muscle head,
from up that sort of way. Anyway, he was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
earlier. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
People said with Ruiz when AJ fought Ruiz, he should have been more smarter because he got knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then against Usyk, they were like, oh, he should have just like gone and just thrown
Yeah,
bombs.
yeah,
so
yeah.
you're damned if you do. You're damned
Exactly,
if you don't.
I
People
know
are gonna
what you
moan
mean.
either way, innit?
Look, it's easy. It's easy for people that are sitting there watching it and saying, "Oh yeah, do this, do that."
Yeah.
But it ain't easy to do it.
Nah.
No.
You know what I mean? If it was easy to do it, everyone would.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
So-
100%.
Who do you think's gonna win, Joshua or Usyk this weekend?
I think Usyk, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I just can't. I don't know. I can't see him. I can't see him winning. No,
Who,
offense.
Joshua?
Yeah, Joshua. It's hard to see him winning unless like he's got to come out heavy-handed. But then like Usyk's such a good boxer, so it's like
This will prove,
He's took
like,
his
obviously
bangs.
Usyk's like unreal,
He's a
but this
joke,
will
yeah.
prove like how good Usyk really is. Like if this will, I need to word it right. This will prove like in the first fight if Usyk just done what he wanted because he wanted
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where he
No,
just
no, yeah.
imposed his will on the fight, set the pace, walked him down. This will prove because if he goes in there and does the same thing again. You know that it weren't like Joshua weren't not trying to. He would have been trying to.
The last round as well, when that bell went, like Joshua looked tired, man. He looked like if there was another round or something, man, he could have been.
It was
going
tough, innit? Like
sleepy,
right towards the end.
Yeah,
he got caught a few
I thought he
times,
was
yeah.
going to get knocked out towards the end, and Usyk looks like he's put on some fucking
the
size.
good
I think
thing
it's going
is
to be a
that-
different fight this
Do you
time.
reckon?
Like, I think it could be like I think Usyk's probably stepped it up a bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like he's put on weight. It's good as well because he looks like he's put on weight naturally. He's not just blown up. He's like
No.
had what? When was the
He's
last
had a lot
fight?
of time
Last
to do
year.
it, yeah.
He's had a lot of time to naturally just put on
Yeah, yeah,
size
yeah.
and
Yeah,
still be
true.
a freak with the speed.
Yeah.
Like 'cause sometimes when people put on weight too quick, they're like
Yeah.
they're sluggish, aren't they? They
Yeah.
can't move. They can't.
Yeah, you can't move. You're not
He
same
looks
speed and
good,
that.
man.
No, he does.
What, and you reckon it could be a knockout then this time?
Look, I want Joshua to win.
He's going against the
because-
Englishman.
I do, but
Yeah.
The Yank. He's turned into a Yank.
Nah, I always want anyone from England. I always want them to win, and I support Joshua. Do you know what I mean? I want Joshua to win, but
It's
if I
hard
was
to
being
see.
honest, if I was going to put my money down, I would say Usyk would probably win.
Yeah.
Stoppage probably 6 rounds.
6
If
rounds.
if you're making a bet,
Oh, I'm gonna put it on.
I like Joshua in it, but it's too hard to see, man.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to a guy at work today, man, and we were talking about it, and even he was just like I don't know, how is he gonna do it? Like, you'd have to come out and book. Like, you can literally only come out heavy-handed because you're
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
better
yeah.
boxer than him. And what, like, that's all I can see.
that's what I think. I think he's going to do that, but I think Usyk's going to be a bit. You know, he's a clever guy, man.
Smart,
he might
yeah.
want him to do that.
Do you reckon,
It's a game
like,
of chess.
if Fury and Usyk were to fight?
Nah, Fury would smash
Yeah.
him.
I think that as well.
I
He's coming out
Because you
now.
got to think, yeah. At the end of the day, it's like saying, you know, it's like, you know, in basketball, if you put someone, no offense to like small people, but they're gonna have a harder time against someone
Yeah.
massive. You know what I mean? And it's the same. You play to your attributes. And Tyson Fury's 6'9" or something. You know what I mean?
No,
and he's
yeah.
a slick boxer that
But
moves.
then, like, Usyk's so slick at boxing as well, and he's a smaller guy.
He always
like,
is 6'3".
Yeah,
I've
he's
watched Tyson
6'3".
Fury sparring people, like not sparring, but you know, like where he's just moving around the ring. He's sparring lads that are smaller than him, and they can't even get near him
But they used to.
because he's just. I know Usyk's good.
Usyk's like,
I feel like
it'd be a dance.
No, but I feel like
it'd be a
I
good
feel like
fight.
if Fury was like a stand in front of you and try and bang it out, then you could say Usyk.
Then it's
because they're both
different, yeah.
boxers, they're
Yeah.
both going to box. You'd have to go with the more rangy boxer, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
And it's just in general, like Fury he's just been in there. He's done more as a heavyweight.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? He's done a
yeah.
lot more as a heavyweight.
why does he want to fight Chisora?
Look, he's calling it. He's doing a lot of crazy things.
He
at the
is.
moment.
Yeah,
He
what
said
the
about that.
fuck is going on?
That four. That
Oh
bodybuilder.
yeah.
About what?
He
Some
wanted to
pumped
fight.
up
Do you remember when
bodybuilder.
that Eddie Hall and
Oh, I know,
fought?
yeah, that geezer.
He wants to fight him. He was saying like a couple months ago.
I think he's just saying loads of things at the moment because he's like,
He's bored.
being relevant,
Yeah.
being a bit, you know what I mean? He just confuses everyone.
yeah.
No one knows what
The
he's going
Jerry,
to do. He
the
don't even know.
Chisora thing don't even make sense, does it?
I wouldn't fight Chisora. He's fought him twice. beat
Doesn't
him
even make
twice.
sense because Chisora's just like he's just kind of
Chisora.
shot and he.
Washed
Yeah.
up, man. No offense to him. He's
No.
a brute. He
Huh?
still have it, but he's just
Yeah. It'd be entertaining no matter what, but at the end of the day, like
to go relax.
the truth is, yeah, with boxing nowadays, everyone wants to, you know, it's a money thing. Everyone wants to fight, you know, 3 times a year, maybe at a push against, you know what I mean, selected fights.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I said to you, do you want to watch Joshua v Tyson Fury? You're going to say yeah. So really, they should just, because they're both who they are, they should just fight.
Just get it on.
I think boxing should be at that high level where it's kind of like they don't know who the A side and the B side is and they're arguing. It should just be 60-40. Whoever wins gets 60 and whoever loses gets 40.
I know what you're saying.
That's what I think at that level because
I suppose they do everything though. They check whoever's A side, they get to choose refs, get to choose where the fight
Yeah.
is, gloves that they use, everything. You know what I mean?
does that make a difference? Gloves and
I mean, it's small percentages. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Everything makes a difference, really.
All the belts like from different organisations
Yeah.
as well. It's just too many chefs.
I
in
couldn't
there.
believe how springy the rings are.
When
You know,
got
when I went in at Pulleys
Pulleys
at that
thing.
O2, I was like,
Yeah.
is that normally that springy? Because that felt like I could
It
just
cha-
dance around there for ages.
It's different,
I
yeah.
felt like I could just move and move and move, and I've never even done it.
Yeah. Nah, every ring's different. I don't know. That ring was small. It wasn't too. No, it was quite.
It was
small.
quite small.
It was small. Yeah, that
Yeah.
ring was small and it was quite cushiony.
It looked like a gym ring. You know,
Yeah.
you'd see in like a small boxing club or
That
something.
whole setup was crazy. Like even just like you know the way they were all looking straight at a ring, where it's normally around, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
How everything was, I thought it blew me away. To be fair,
Yeah, it did.
I didn't realise it'd be that good.
It was good. It was
Yeah,
brilliant.
I can't lie. Like, even though it's not proper boxing, but it was like
No,
when I
mate,
went
it's one
there,
of the
it was
best
like-
things I've ever been to.
Really?
Not because of the fights, just
the
the whole
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Atmosphere,
It was
yeah.
fucking mad. I was looking down at some points, just looking down, and these horny little 16-year-olds are just fucking, just doing mad shit, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when the ring girls were coming on and that, they
Yeah,
were all
yeah,
like
yeah.
humping their mates and
Yeah,
stuff like that. It was
crazy.
fucking men. There's people playing tug of war at one point.
They were funny, weren't they,
Yeah.
with the fans and that? It
Mental.
was
Oh
good.
man,
Even when
that's-
when we went out and Pulley was, they were taking photos and wanted
Yeah.
to. That was even crazy, like experience, isn't it?
Oh, when we went outside, it's
just
mental,
before the fight,
man.
everyone's screaming, like,
Yeah.
But that's,
Do you know what
that's
I mean?
like he's got a good thing going for himself.
Nah, it's
man.
good,
They can
really
keep
good.
doing them little TikTok.
But
He'll,
even
get,
the-
he'll get another fight soon. I think
Yeah.
he could get a big fight.
Because he's one of he's the best fighter on the card. He
Mm.
was like technical
Yeah.
at technical boxing. He's actually good. He's decent.
He's got a good coach, I think.
Yeah. Do you like doing the coaching?
Do you know what? I did PTs. It's like 2 years ago or something, or a year and a half ago, just to earn a bit of money, a bit extra money from working and stuff. It was fun, but I didn't want to do it properly. But then because Pulley's doing what he's doing, it's
Yeah.
good. You know what I mean? It's good.
You
to
never
be
know
there.
what doors like could come
Yeah.
your way as well, man.
And
It's
me
good
and
to
Pulley
do
are good
little
mates
shit
as well.
like that, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean?
Using
Why
the same
not?
year, are you?
He's my age, yeah. We're
Yeah.
both the same age, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's and like you said before, look, obviously you're actually for it, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
like the influence of
Well,
stuff.
someone was saying to me the other day, like, "Oh, it's making boxing like worse and all this," but it's not. Well, how is it?
Yeah.
It's making more people watch boxing. That's how you want more eyes on the sport.
Yeah.
yeah.
And what they're going to do next is they're going to get. I think they're going to get social media fighters and real boxers on the same show. You know
Fight
what
each
I mean?
other?
No, not against each other, but they might have like
They might mix
8
it.
fights and
Yeah,
4 of
yeah,
them be
yeah.
social media fighters and 4 of them being real boxers.
Yeah.
And then it's like the best of both worlds, isn't it? There's loads more people going to be there,
Didn't
more
they-
money,
I
more
do
pay per
like watching
view.
social media.
Didn't they
fights.
do that on a card? Weren't it the Jake Paul and Eason Gibb card? I swear Billy Joe was the co-main.
Yeah, he might have been.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Which and people were like, mate, that's mental. He's
Yeah.
got a title and he's co-main, and he was like, mate, like eyes are eyes, isn't it?
Yeah,
if you bring in
exactly.
more eyes, fucking.
Money- that's how it'll be. I think that's what they're gonna
Like you
do.
said, money talks.
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
like Jake Paul's pulling in a lot of people.
I think people should sort of they should feel more like the boxers should feel more special about what they're doing, because you got people who are multi-millionaires who don't need to box, they don't need to do any of that sort of stuff, and they're like, I want to box because to get recognition it's about who wins the boxing
Yeah,
match.
yeah, yeah.
It's like gladiator shit.
Ego.
Like
Yeah,
back in the
yeah,
day,
yeah, it is.
like
That is, I know what
where,
you
like
mean,
it's. I heard
But
another
then you can
person
see it
say
from a boxer's point
I can
of
see
view.
it from
like
a boxer's
they
point of
graft
view.
their whole life.
what it is,
They're,
yeah.
they're putting in hard work, and then some little fucking muppet.
Yeah,
on
that just
social
gets
media
views. They
comes
can't
up
even box.
and-
Yeah. That's
and
what it
does
is,
it.
yeah.
So it's like. It's
But you got, but then you got to kind of realise they're not doing it. They're not getting the views for their boxing. They're just getting the views because they've got a big following.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still,
Which I think you
hurts an ego.
It probably does hurt an ego, but I think
you.
you that's like if we're painting, we paint. So
Yeah, I know.
if someone come in and done painting, and like Jake Paul just started painting the house,
Yeah.
and he got fucking
More money,
20
yeah.
grand to paint the house. I'm not gonna
You'd be-
moan about it because
yeah.
fucking it's Jake Paul painting a house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that's just how I think of it.
Yeah, but you can understand obviously other people's minds.
I can understand
I get it,
it.
yeah. What it is, you've grafted for however long, and then someone's getting the opportunity that you've only dreamt for.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
doing not as much. But at the end of the day, like, what I think is you got to adapt in life. You know what I mean? Everything changes, and at the end of the day, right now, pay-per-view boxing, people that want to pay to watch these people, it's like watching everyone wants to see the hardest kid in the school is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone
That
wants
is
to see
literally,
it.
Yeah, if there's a
And I
fight on
don't
the
mind
playground,
watching it.
if there's a
I
fight on the
enjoy it.
playground,
Fight on the playground, everyone's there.
I wanted to watch
Yeah.
that Jake Paul versus what's his name?
Hassan.
Yeah,
Hassan.
Yeah.
because I wanted
I-
to see him get knocked out.
Do you know
I'm
what?
waiting for it.
Do you like Jake Paul? No. Or do you?
I don't mind him. He's grown on me like.
I used to
I like him.
Does.
Yeah,
really
I
like
used to not like him in the start because like, he was just like a dweeb. The geezer was just an absolute just drip.
Yeah.
And then now he's actually started doing boxing more, and he's got a bit more confident, and a bit better. He's actually probably I actually prefer him now. Like he's
Yeah,
alright.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Logan Paul. When he was fighting KSI, I was like, these two are so annoying. They're all so annoying. And then now I'm like, Logan's actually. I actually watched some of his videos. Like he's decent.
He can box in it.
He's what?
He can box.
Who's that? Which
Jake.
one? Jake's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not bad.
Yeah, he's not a bad boxer. To be fair.
He's paying the best people. His nutrition's on point. He's training all the time. Like he is.
That's
living,
what I said, like-
he's living like an athlete. So what do you expect?
If you look at people, like I'm blessed to go out to America, so I'm blessed to see that. And when I do see it, it's another level, you know, from what you know what I mean. And he's been doing that since 19 himself. He's like 24 or something, but he started boxing 18, 19, and he's been literally training in the best gyms in America, all over America, not just in one place, everywhere, sparring, pads with the best coaches. He's gonna be good.
He's
and he's
legit,
got so
yeah.
free. He don't work, so he's just training 2-3 times a day. Of course, he's gonna be good.
Yeah.
like it's impossible to not. In 5 years' time, he's been boxing for 5 years. How can you not be
No,
good in 5
yeah.
years of that training?
Especially and like you said, he's obviously got the mindset for it.
Yeah,
So
and he's
otherwise
hungry,
You wouldn't be going there, would you?
Nah,
Like,
that is his life.
he's crazy because he says things like, "Oh, I beat Canelo." That's mad. That's never gonna.
But I
Like,
feel like he does that. It's just clout,
yeah, that's
innit?
just a clout thing. He's
It's
saying that
clout.
because he wants views. But at the end of the day, he's if he gets in there with some of these boxers that are, you know what I mean, that are okay, he could.
He
probably
definitely
beat them.
will. And like
yeah.
people
Facts.
moan about how he
What
picks
like
and
do
chooses.
you reckon he would have beat Tommy?
He would have
Yeah.
won against Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
I think personally.
A lot
don't
of people
know,
think
man.
Tommy Fury's just really shit. Is he that bad?
Yeah, you can't. I would never say any fighter shit, but Tommy Fury is. He wasn't as naturally gifted as Tyson Fury. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He looks a bit awkward. doesn't
Yeah,
he?
and he's also, you know what I mean, he's got a different style. Like he's a very good looking fella. He went on Love Island, he won that. He doesn't really need to box. Some people, he probably doesn't even like boxing that much.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he wanted to stop in it after Love Island.
That's what
and
I'm saying.
Tyson was like,
See,
nah.
like I don't have to box. I could go and do something else. Like you say, you do paint. Like I could go and work. I could go do anything. What I wanted to do, but I want to box. I enjoy it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I like boxing. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy every part of it, and I'm quite good at it. So I do it. But some people like him, he's blessed with whatever he's done with Love Island and everything. He can do anything, and he doesn't want to box. And he's been told to box because he's getting amazing opportunities, like fighting Jake Paul for millions. But he's probably thinking deep down, I don't really want to box. I do go out and drink quite a lot. I don't really have the discipline for the sport. And
He's living
if I go
nice,
out there, yeah, he's not living the life. So if he gets in there with someone that is living the life, he's gonna get beat.
It'd be bad if he loses to Jake Paul.
And then
That'd be
everyone's gonna say,
fucking
yeah,
really bad.
he got beat, yeah.
But then
You
everyone will
probably
make,
don't wanna look
and then everyone will make the next excuse but Tommy Fury wasn't that good, so that's why you beat
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
or-
Well, everyone's
I did
takes
wanna
on everything.
see
That's
that
what I'm
fight,
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, the Hassan one, I actually think Hassan would have beat him.
yeah, so
What that
Ruckman,
fella that they were
what's
just
his
meant
name?
to.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they realized.
Is that the fellow with the dad?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, that's what everyone says. Oh, he picks his fights and he's not fighting real boxers. But if you look at most boxers,
They pick
first,
fights.
you know what I mean, 10 opponents or less, first 5 to 7 opponents, they're all going to be very average.
And he's fought actual people like with like Tyron Woodley. Like, he was a champion of the UFC. I know it's not boxing, but to fight him in like your first 4 fights, that's fucking mad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have 4 fights and then go and fight fucking Nate Diaz or something like that.
No,
I'd be like, this man's going to smoke me.
And he went bed.
Yeah, he knocked him clean out. Whether people think it's real or not, I think it's real knockout. You don't fall flat on your face. He's not an actor.
No, it was real.
I think it's real.
It was real.
I don't know how you...
It's not fake.
People actually come up to me, they're like, no, it's a fake knockout. Like, generally believe it's fake. I'm like, he hit his face off the floor. Do you know how hard it is to just drop to the floor and go with your face first?
And everyone that ever says, it's fake, probably never actually knocks someone out. You know, if you actually knock someone out, you see what happens, and it probably was real.
Yeah.
Like, it was real. It's not probably, it was real. Do you know what I mean?
But
Some of that WWE.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just interrupting this podcast for a quick sponsorship break. This sponsor is a sponsor we use ourselves. You don't get the best logos or thumbnails unless you head over to our brother at Ollie D Graphics on Instagram. He does everything, ranging from logo designs, illustrations, animations, and much, much more. Head over to his Instagram, shoot him a little DM, say the Fijian sent you, or the Ginge. He might even chuck in a little extra. With excellent customer service, brilliant pricing, it really, really is a no-brainer. All his links are in the description, whether you're watching this on YouTube or listening to us on Spotify. And now we get back with the pod. Thank you.
Yeah.
But let's go back to your obviously time as an amateur.
Yeah.
What was it like when you won your first competition? What was the first competition you won?
The first competition was called the Whole Box Cup. That was the first actual tournament. Well, do you know what? The first thing I ever got to that was good as an amateur was I got to the semi-finals. It was called the Schoolboys, but it's the ABAs, but it's when you're a kid. They call it the Schoolboys.
Yeah.
So I got to the semi-finals of that, and it was my I think I got there in 6 fights. So I lost my first fight at Farley Hill. I went to a few other gyms, and then I sparred against Hoddesdon, and they said to me, "I'll come and join our club." And my coach at the time was from Lucy, a guy called Brian, and he said, "Yeah, go. Like, it's a great opportunity. Go there." So I joined that gym. We went straight into the ABAs. I hadn't even boxed there before. I just went straight in as a raw boxer. I've never actually, you know what I mean? There's a massive difference between Luton boxers compared to these clubs that, you know what I mean, like Hoddesdon and that, they're good. So I just went in there raw and got to the semi-finals, which was a bit crazy. I lost on a split decision to a fella that won the tournament, and then he went on and got a silver medal in the European Games.
Yeah.
So he's got second in Europe, and I lost on a split, but do you know what? It was close. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was.
You could have took that one.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling,
So it was good. Yeah. So once I got there, I was like, okay, I'm doing all right. And my family were a bit like, oh, you're doing quite well there. That's like, we didn't really get it, but it was all right. And then I went in that whole box cup, and I won by a knockout in the second round in the final, and I was like, fuck it, like, I'm doing all right, you know what I mean? Like, just like, you don't really know if you're good or not because you're just getting thrown in there. You know, a lot of these boxers now, lads that I was in the England team with that are doing quite well in professional now, they've all come from proper boxing families where they're, you know what I mean?
So they know
they know what's going on.
Yeah.
They know if they're good. They know how to get good. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a little brother, or, you know, later in life, if I have like a nephew or a son or whatever, I'll know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
But no one in my family knows. They still don't know now.
They just
so it's
putting you in. Like,
so I was just thrown in the deep end, and I always had that. Like, always through my whole career, I was always just thrown in the deep end with whoever. You know what I mean? I boxed some of the best lads in the country, and some of the best lads in fucking Europe and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I was always thrown in the deep end, and I beat some of them as well. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's, you just sort of see where you're at, and then once you get there, you're like, oh, and then I realised when I was about 18, I was like, fuck, I'm doing all right, you know what I mean?
So when did it actually sink in, like, well, I'm going to make like a career of this now?
When I got in the England team, I still didn't even know what was going on. I'm like, oh, I'm in the England team, all right, fair enough. 15 years old, I got in the England team. I boxed against Italy and twice in a year, and I won both times, but I was thinking, I didn't know what it was. I just thought, oh, it's good. It's the England team. Of course it's good. You know what I mean? But I didn't know how good it was. And then what it was for me is I got to about 17, and I thought to myself, I wasn't that confident with how good I was doing. So I thought to myself, is it really worth it? Is everything worth it with the boxing? Like, and then I sort of probably had about 6 months where I was sort of not really grafting the same way as I used to. And I just I trained still 3 times a week, but I didn't really care. Like, I wasn't boxing, you know, I used to train before that twice a day. So I was just messing about with it and not really taking it serious. And then I looked at one of my other mates that boxed for England with me. Do you know Dennis McCann?
Yeah.
Dennis McCann turned pro.
He's come on the scene. He's like
He's big on the scene
everywhere
now.
at the minute. Yeah, I've seen him everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So he smashed it. Fair play to Dennis. And he, when he turned pro, I look back and I thought to myself, hang on a minute. I've been at all these England things with him, and he's just turned pro and he's on TV. He's doing all this. I was thinking, like, he's good. Like he's doing really good. I thought to myself, I'm being a bit stupid here with not taking it as serious. So I went back to taking it serious again, carried on. And then the next thing, another one of my mates, John Hedges, goes and signs for Eddie Hearn Matchroom boxing. And there's a picture of about 8 of us that was the England team at the time. And in the photo, there's everyone that's in that photo and out of their mate are just all boxers signed for a TV. You know what I mean? They're all boxers. They're all pro boxers now signed for a TV. Like they're either on BT Sport or Sky Sports. So it's like, or
That
DAZN.
just shows it's destined.
So it's like, I was looking for,
I've been mixing it.
I was like, thank God I didn't stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's where I'm sort of going now. But it's like, that's what I just thought when I was younger. Like, you don't really know how, because of, it's probably just a family situation. Like, if I had someone saying you're doing good, then you probably wouldn't doubt yourself as much. But when you're there and you don't really know where you're going, like, I knew I was doing good, but I didn't know how good I was doing. You know,
was Jordan around Hoddesdon at this time and stuff like that?
Yeah, so Jordan was at Hoddesdon when, the thing is with Jordan, he was at Hoddesdon, but then I think with our age difference, because he's about 5 years older than me, he got into GB about 21 or 22 years old. And when he got into GB, I would have been sort of at Hoddesdon properly all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so he would have just gone off to
GB
as I was at Hoddesdon all the time. But we boxed abroad together, you know what I mean? We've been to Denmark together, we've been to Sweden together.
So I mean, did you never turn to someone like that though, like a familiar face?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. People like Jordan that would say to me, even I think at the time Jordan probably wouldn't have known how good he was doing.
Yeah,
he's doing. He as an amateur. There's not many amateur boxers in England that do go and do what Jordan did as amateur. He did really good. So it's like, he probably didn't even know himself. Like, he probably did know, but not properly. You know, like, if he looks back now, he probably thinks, fuck, like, I was decent. You know what I mean?
And you're at that age as well where you probably could stray, innit?
Yeah.
Really
That's what it was as well.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking
going out a little bit.
Yeah.
All your friends are going out, going
That's
on
the
holiday.
thing. Like, I always missed, as a kid, I missed everything. Like, everything. You know what I mean? Because I was young starting. Like, Jordan started late, and a lot of people missed the whole things that, they never had that, like, I was a kid in school and I missed everything.
Yeah.
When I say everything, I'm talking, you know, everyone's birthdays from 13 to 17. I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. I'd go to school. I'd bring lettuce and chicken, dieting. Literally, I knew I was going on abroad to different countries and things. I'd miss Christmas. I wouldn't be able to eat because I knew in January I'd have to be going somewhere, you know what I mean, with England or whatever. And they were so strict with you. England and Hoddesdon, both together, they'd weigh you every session. They'd weigh you in every session, weigh you out every session. If you're off weight, they'd fucking go mad.
That's
what I mean.
You've got to be so dialed in from
I didn't know they were that dialed in. Like weighing
everything.
That.
Hoddesdon weighed me in. Every session I'd weigh in, I'd weigh out. If I didn't lose about 2 kilograms in a session, they'd be like, oh, you haven't worked hard. You know what I mean? So I'd have to go in every session like that. There'll be times where I'd be a week away from a fight, and I'd be so scared. It's unhealthy because now it's not like that. As a pro, it's different. Or as I'm turning pro, it's so different as I got older. But when I was younger, they used to be so on you on weight because they didn't have things like nutritionists at the time and things like that. They'd just be, you just have to be on weight. I'd come home from school and I'd have to go run in a bin bag to lose weight, to then go to Hoddesdon just to weigh in so I didn't look heavy.
Yeah, so you
know
were just
what I mean?
weighing in every day, basically. Yeah, like
I bet you had some mad anxiety in it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, it created everything. I was weighing myself. I'd be going upstairs, weighing myself all the time. It's awful.
That's mad as a young person, though, man.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
It's a lot of pressure.
That's the other things that made me think, like, everything's pressure that way. And then that's why when I was about 17, 18, I was like, oh, fuck this. Like, everyone's always also saying, oh, is it even worth it? Is it this? I never even had an alcoholic drink till I was probably 18. You know what I mean? I never drank. All my mates are, you know what I mean? Like, my group of mates, they're going out proper. You know, they're going out proper when they're about 15. You know what I mean? Benders of 15. So it's like, I'd be sitting there like, oh, maybe it isn't worth it. Maybe it should. And I had about 6 months, so I was, you know, I've been messing about and that. And then I was like, fuck this. This is shit.
Yeah. Is this what it's all about?
This is shit. This is shit. I feel shit. What am I doing? This is like, I'd have a few drinks and that. I was like, oh, this is shit. And I said to my family and that COVID had happened, and I was like, I started training again properly when COVID just started, and I got really into it. And then I come back, and you couldn't box in that 2 years anyway. No one could as an amateur. You weren't allowed to box.
Yeah.
And as soon as they come back to box, I had my first senior fight, and I just knocked this fella out who was 9th in the country in about a minute and 30 seconds, and he was quite good. So I banged him out, and I was just like, fucking hell, no, I'm definitely going to carry on. Yeah. Well, it was a silly 6 months, so I was thinking, just do what I want.
But you probably needed it though.
I did need it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, because now there's no doubt about me. I'm probably the most disciplined, or one of the most disciplined people when it comes to boxing. I train the hardest. I do what, you know what I mean? I don't care about anything. You know what I mean? I'm 21. I ain't drank this year. You know what I mean? Nothing like that. I don't care about anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's not really.
No, that's why it's good you had that, because you got to experience that side of it, and you actually thought, okay.
Some people would have. A lot of people would have been like, "Yeah, I love that." But I was just like, "Fuck that." Yeah, shit.
And now you're in America with no one really around you.
Yeah.
You're just training with killers, seeing world champs in the gym, or future world champs in the gym, and how they move and what they're like.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny as well, because the sesh is not going nowhere. You know what I mean? You'll be in your fucking grave, and people will still be session.
Yeah, literally.
People don't understand that, man.
You know, when you do go away for like long periods of time, maybe you haven't noticed it yet, but maybe you'll notice it when you've gone away for like 6 months or something, come back. Do you come back and just everyone's doing the same sort of thing?
Yeah, no, I do notice it.
Nothing's actually even changed.
I do notice it because
shit changed.
I do notice it because, do you know what? I went away for 6 weeks the first time when I went to LA, which ain't that long. It's a month and a half, you know what I mean? And then the second time I went for 10 weeks, or a bit over 10 weeks, which is 2.5 months. It's quite long though, but it's not too long. But when I come back, that's 4 months overall of me being away. And when I come back the first time, I was only back for a couple of weeks. So when I got back this time, I had to stay for longer because obviously I had laser eye surgery. But I'm looking around and like, I love all my mates, you know what I mean? I love going out and whatnot, but it is like, we all just, it's just the same
having
thing.
too much fun.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't gone out like that. I've gone out like, even just, you know what I mean? There's a local pub that people will be in. Everyone's always there, and they always were there before I went, and they'll always still be there when I'm back. And it's like, it's great. And I can do that in, you know what I mean? If I wanted to, 10
You'll be
years
there
time,
when you're
10
50,
years time, I can
you know what
go
I mean?
and
When you're retired,
socialise.
they'll still be there.
The only things I really bother missing out on is things like my mates just went to Hideout Festival. They're going to Ibiza in a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? All that holidays.
Yeah.
I love going away, and if I had more, you know what I mean? I would love to be doing that sort of side of things. But
your time will come, man. That's just a sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
Man. Your time.
And that's probably the smallest sacrifice. You know what I mean? That's not even a bad one.
Nah, it's not. But I know what you mean. It's just that little bit of enjoyment,
especially when you're 21 and that. It's a bit. They are because like they are decent times when you're going out when you're quite young, innit? Mm-hmm. But when you got a bigger sort of purpose, when you can see a picture in front of you, it's not really.
Vision's always bigger than the bigger picture.
Literally.
We got Joe Rogan on the fucking podcast.
That's a bar from Drizzy.
No, but it is though, which is fine going to the pub and stuff like that. Like everyone likes different. That's like everyone likes different things, innit? But like you said, you're better off to put all your eggs in one basket. Go for the goal, and if it will work out, but if it wasn't to ever work out, nothing's
then it's always going to be there.
You get
that FOMO where you feel like, oh, I've missed out, but like these people, like you said, some people are going to be doing this day in day out. Like shit's not going to change, man. Like,
so I mean,
go do this.
The things I say I miss out on, like I beef or whatever, it's always going to be there.
It is,
I can go anytime. And it's like, people say you miss your 20s and that, but I think it's stupid because like some of my good friends have said that to me, oh, you're going to miss out on your 20s. And I think, yeah, but like you're missing out on your 20s and with, you know, that discipline. Like
discipline
from 20 to 25, they're the fucking, like they can be key ages, especially in sport. Not in life as such, but in sport, you need to graft in them years. You have to. You have to be disciplined and different from everyone else.
I'd say the same in life because them ages from 20, 25, like they set you up for your 30s and your 40s. It's like people always moan like, why don't I come out so much and do this, do that? It's like, because I'd rather live in my 30s and 40s than fucking be out all in my 20s.
Yeah, I'd rather miss the 20s to have the fruits of the labour in the 30s and the 40s.
Yeah, exactly.
People feel like you're going to be some fucking old codger when you're like 30, 40.
And you're
like,
not,
you can't walk or something. I'm going to be about. If I want to go IB when I'm 40, 50,
Literally.
I'm going to be there. Like,
Wayne Lineker.
Have you seen the, have you seen the
Wayne
video?
Lineker, there you go.
Have you seen the video of McGregor recently, Conor McGregor, walking into Ibiza with Wayne Lineker?
Yeah, see, that's what
No,
I mean.
I ain't even seen it.
Mate, you gotta watch it because he walks in and like it's a bit cringe, but it's like he's the man. You know what I mean? Walking in, but how old is Conor? He must be like probably, I don't even know how old he is.
35.
Yeah.
I think he just turned 35.
But look
And
all the sacrifice he's done.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
and now he's smashed it.
Yeah,
he's
now
walking
you
in
just
there.
go
He ain't
there.
paying for a fucking, you know what I mean, a bed or nothing.
How mad is it?
He's just probably getting paid to come.
Yeah, when you're rich like that, you actually ain't got to pay for
You don't
anything.
pay for nothing,
You don't
yeah.
pay for fucking nothing. Watches,
Yeah.
everything. They get sent to you because they want you. Like Storms, he's got like a black card for Nando's.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
even have to
Bare
pay
people
for
have that,
fucking
yeah.
Nando's, bro. Man just rocks up in there, eats chicken, goes
Literally.
for free. How mad is that?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Money makes money.
You'll be
innit?
rocking up to Ocean Beach with your WBC belt or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Giving them to the chicks, and the chicks be bringing it back out like with the bottles and that. But that is bad, isn't it? That just completely threw me, man.
Nah, it's true though, man. Like graft, you need to graft when you're young. You need to get that mindset installed in you, man. Because like, when you get a bit older, some people don't want to learn. Like that's what they say. Like a dog don't want to learn new tricks.
And
Even
the
though I
thing
think you can, but I
Yeah,
feel
that's-
like it's
yeah,
tough.
that's-
It's
yeah.
hard. I feel
No,
like
it's
when you're
harder.
younger and you got a good little
harder.
rhythm. It is a lot
And
better,
people
man.
say to me all the time, boxers, like other boxers always ask the question, people that have started late, they always say, can you start too late? And a lot of people always say, no, you won't start too late, but you do. You can start too late.
Yeah.
If you start boxing at 20, yeah, of course you can make it. I'm not ever saying no one can't, but it's going to be fucking a million times harder than someone that started at 9 or 11 or
Yeah.
15.
You'd really, you really got to be installed, innit?
You know what I
Like,
mean?
sort
You
of
got to
like
be grafted.
lineups,
You got to do
yeah.
everything. You got to do say, for example, I started at 9. You got to do everything I did in the 11 years when you start at 20. You got to do everything in that 11 years in 2 years. Or
I
3
feel
years.
like the people who do make it have the bulletproof mindset.
Yeah.
The bulletproof minds. Like it's just they're naturally got a mind.
Determined.
Like, determination.
I'll come
Bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang. Like people that are kind of like on the fence, yeah, they might not.
Yeah.
Because
And like when I was in America last time, I met Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. And he was saying to me before, like, 'cause we were chatting away, we were talking about how many fights I've had and whatnot, how many he had as amateur, and that. I think he had 60 fights as amateur. But he was saying all the same things about, you know, when you're young, when you're like, he said the best thing you ever did was come out here. Like, you know, I'm talking, I could have tried to get GB, I could have done this, he said, you've made the best decision ever because you're here and there's nowhere else that you can be as good as this.
And
you know
you're
what I mean?
surrounded with killers.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, he said that's the main thing that you can do. Like, and I've watched him speak to other people before in videos and that, where he says to them, like, stop waiting around. You got to just go and do it from now because you're young, you know, and you can do it. You wait
You
around
can take
too
that
long.
risk because if it don't fall through, you can bounce onto something else.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
But with boxing for England and stuff like that, what was that whole experience like?
Yeah, it was good. So what they used to do is a bit different now, I think, but it used to be a lot harder, to be honest. It was tough to get into England, and it was like they'd do a camp. I think they did a camp once every 2 weeks, a weekend thing, and then every so often, you know, every maybe a month or so, they would have a 3 or 4 day thing away somewhere, maybe in a different country or in, you know, at Sheffield, at the home of GB. Or in a random, you know, in the like, army base or something, they do that, and it's just tough. Like what it really was is just basically most of the time on the normal camps, it was just all the best lads in the country getting together and just basically smashing each other up. So
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean. That's what it was.
It's like.
And you do like it'd be a long day, and then at the end of the day, you'd be done. You go home. And then the 3 day ones are like it'd be the same sort of thing. You'd be there for 3 days, and they'd say you'd weigh in every day. You'd have to spar in groups. It'd be, you know, like say I boxed at 69 and 75 kilograms as a amateur, and it'd be lads that say if I was 69 kilograms, I'd be sparring lads that are 75, lads that are 81, lads that are 64. There'd be that group of you, and then there'd be lads that are super heavy, and then there'd be light, and it'd just be a group of you. You just all just basically spar. You know what I mean?
What weight are you actually going to fight at now? Because people don't really fight at that amateur weight when they go pro, do they?
So the thing is, you get when you turn pro, you weigh in the day before. The day before the fight, so obviously you can cut more weight. So most recently as an amateur, I was boxing at 75 kilograms, but now I'll be doing 69.8 kilograms, which is super welterweight. It's 154 pounds.
Who's in that weight class? Like big names.
What's his name? Fuck. I've got him in my head. There's a fella that just won a big title. He's gone now in my head. I went and watched it live actually. Do you know? Let me look.
It's good you're fucking with Americans though, you know.
Yeah, that is the best
I was thinking
move.
about it today, like even like with like, just it's such a bigger country. It's so much more networking
opportunity.
Yeah, the opportunity.
Like you're speaking to Floyd Mayweather.
Like the opportunity.
I mean.
You would have never been getting advice of Floyd Mayweather sitting in Barton, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you training in
Ashley Ingham, Floyd Mayweather,
Ryan
Barton.
Garcia's training and that? You know what I mean?
But it's just everything, even the sparring. You know what I mean? Like it's just a level above anything in England. To be completely honest,
That's why they always win. Like that because they do. What do they do over there? They do like the Golden Gloves and that, don't they?
They do Golden Gloves. They do the same thing as the ABAs. So it's
Would you
the
ever
same
fight
thing.
out there?
Was amateur,
Yeah.
or as a
No,
pro?
no,
As a
pro.
pro, yeah, I
Yeah.
will be. What it is it's obviously there's no point in fight. I got offered to, like my coach was saying, you could maybe sign a deal with an American promoter. You know, he has good links with obviously all the American promoters, but there's no point because no one's gonna know who I am at the moment in America. So it's like what you need to do really is
Build
people
up-
do know who I am in England
build up your
as a
portfolio
boxer, and
here.
it's like if you smash it in England, then it's worth going out there. That's what that fella is. The other boxer, the Hamza Shiraz fella. I think soon he'll be, you know what I mean, boxing out in America like instead.
Yeah.
But as of right now, he's
Make
still
your
in
name.
England. You know what I mean?
You bring that different style.
That's it.
as
You
well,
know
man.
Charlo and Castano. I don't know if you know who they are.
Oh,
Jamel
Charlo, yeah. He's a bit annoying, isn't he?
Do you find really?
Yeah, I just find him a bit jarring. Him and his brother.
I
But
sparred,
one of them's more annoying than the other, though. I don't know. I think it might be his brother.
I think
It's Jamel and Jamal.
Yeah,
They've got the same name.
Jamel and Jamal. Fucking hell. They look fucking exactly the same as well.
One of I sparred. So he was meant to fight. One of them was fighting this Russian fella who's a good fighter. I was sparring the geezer he was meant to fight his last fight. So defending his world title against. So I sparred him for 6 rounds. Like he's like, do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying about sparring.
How good does it feel when you get to spar these guys and feel
it's
like
crazy,
because you're actually like you're seeing them on TV and you're probably thinking
Them Charlos are fucking unreal as well, aren't they? Like they're serious
Proper
cats, man.
fighters. That's what I mean. All of these. There's a fellow, Jerome Ennis, his nickname's Boots. You would never even heard of him. His record, like, because we're English and that, we don't know who these people
you're
are.
not going to know the lower level.
His record's 29 fights, 129, and knocked out 27 or something like that. But I'm telling you, he's going to be he's a fucking monster. Do you know what I mean? Like, levels above. They're talking about him fighting Conor Ben. Like, no disrespect, but Conor Ben's brilliant, but it's
There's levels to this, bro.
Watching him he's fucking so good.
Why are they so good over there? Is it the pool?
It's just everything.
The hunger.
If I look back at my training in England and everything, coaching, everything that I've ever had, like thanks to my like Hoddesdon coaches and everything like that, but it's just a different level of coaching, different level of training.
What are they? Like,
every day
you
you
they're
run.
softer? Is it softer
in England?
What philosophy?
It's softer in England. They're more like they don't coach like as much as like getting taken away. It's small details.
Let you
know what I mean? Everything. Like even just from in a lot of gyms you like to be honest. I got good from sparring. I got good from pads and sparring, and pads is in sharpening myself up, and then I do bags and whatnot. And I was fit and I was dedicated. But you'd spar, and Hoddesdon's a brilliant club because everyone that's good in the country goes there. So it's like if everyone in the country that's good is there, or everyone in our area of the country is there, you're going to get better because you're going to have to teach yourself because it's like, oh, you got hit with that shot, so you need to be there next time. You know what I mean? And learn to. You know what I mean? Like, you just get better. It's like Fight Club, basically.
Yeah.
And
you surround yourself with people who do better than you, you're going to become better.
And you have to get better. Otherwise, you quit. If you don't get better, you're going to just keep getting beat up. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So that's how you get good in England. Whereas in America, it's the same thing with people that are even better than that. But the coaching, like the actual specific coaching, everything is like, my coach is so focused on everything. You know what I mean? Oh, mate, bring that hand back, keep them elbows in.
So they're more like focused on you as an individual.
Yeah.
More like
they see things that are like, I would have never been told that before. And they'll be like, they'll mention it straight away. And then we'll work on it. And it's not like it will just be worked on and then it's done. It's like, and they'll never talk about it again. It's like they'll work on it. And then the next day you'll do something different. And the day after you'll be working on it again. And after 2 months of doing that, so somehow that bad habit's turned into a good habit, and it's like, you know what I mean, and they just correct everything.
It's like an army. It's like you're like regimented, isn't it?
Yeah.
One-to-one coaching is so
one.
much more beneficial, isn't it?
Yeah,
Especially like, because obviously you do the big group coaching, and then like you said, and it makes you feel like your coach wants you to get better, because he obviously cares, because he's telling you, he's taking you out and telling you little things, he's spending time with you.
That's a guy that loves boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got.
That's what I mean. They live boxing, and the thing is, like, my coach now, he's been in boxing since young, like 15. And he boxed before that, but I mean, he's been around the gym he's in now since 15. And the other coach, the person that owns the gym is called Joe Goosen, who, if you looked at who Joe Goosen is, people in England wouldn't know, or people that don't know boxing wouldn't know, but he's a proper, you know what I mean, like high up in boxing. And together, it's like, they know boxing inside and out. You know what I mean? They've brought people from all the way back in the day to now. People like Ryan Garcia, who's now that people know who they are, they're just making world champions from start to scratch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, they know that. And if you're in England, you're with a coach that maybe like doesn't know boxing like that. They don't actually know, they've not lived boxing to the point where they actually have ever brought someone to go and be a world champion. Or like, they had 28 world champions or something like that.
It's a no-brainer.
You know what I mean?
Like, training at that gym's just a no-brainer.
Especially going from Hoddesdon to there.
A lot of people don't. More people don't go out there.
Well, I got
maybe
blessed
they don't get the
because,
opportunity.
yeah, you don't get the
True,
opportunity.
true.
I got blessed because 2 reasons. One, because I was sparring Hamza Straz. So that was what blessed me, because the main reason, because I went there the first ever time I sparred him, and I was an amateur still, obviously, and we boxed 3 rounds as amateur, so I did 3 rounds with him, and then 2 other professionals did 3 rounds with him, and so he did 9 rounds or something. And then the next time we sparred, the coach said, look, we want to get him in for 5 rounds instead, because I did all right. And we did 5, and then eventually they started saying, we don't want any of the other boxers, we just want him to come, we'll get him to do 8. I'd never done 8. I'm thinking 8 rounds, what? And they did 20-second breaks, so it's like 8 3-minute rounds. 20, yeah. So I'm thinking, fuck, what? But I just did it. I got on with it, and you chucked in the deep end, you get on with it. And then ended up doing 10. Now when we spar, we're doing 10. You know what I mean? 10 rounds and 20-second. I was like, fuck that.
You're gonna become a different breed.
Yeah, 20-second rest.
That's good. You've got a good opportunity.
Yeah, I got that opportunity, and then just from meeting that Ricky, I was blessed with that, you know what I mean? Because other people don't get that opportunity, and then we get on. We good, you know what I mean? I live there. We get on with we're like friends, even though it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you built up. Now you've got a relationship with the coach, which is what you need. I was hearing them speak about that with boxing, about AJ actually saying with his new coach, whereas it takes years to form a relationship.
That's what I mean. Like, he's gone and got a new coach, and that coach is going to do a world of good for him. But at the same time, he's not going to have the same sort of, like, bond with that coach as he would have with Rob McCracken, who was his former coach. It's
long term, innit? It's a long term investment, isn't it?
Yeah, you need that bond. Some coaches and boxers can't form that bond. You just can't form it.
Yeah,
and it's like, we just got on straight away. Like, I was always having a bit of banter. Yeah, his personalities get on. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's probably just a bit destined as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Everything happens for a reason.
All the stars are aligned, and it's just like,
yeah, man, it's a good thing. Got a good thing going on.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But do you find this time a bit stressful, finding promotions and stuff like that?
So the hardest thing with getting it is obviously just sorting out, like, what it is with boxing. People don't realise you need like a manager. We don't need one, but you do need one. You need a promoter and a trainer. They're the 3 things you need, and they're all 3 different things. So most boxers, like, I was in Hoddesdon, I've had people come up to me, I can be your promoter, I can be your manager. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to latch onto you early before you've ever been, noticed or like had that talk with someone. You know what I mean? You have to explore all options. And it's like, some boxers get stuck in a contract, and it's like, that's not the right contract, you know what I mean? So it's tough to make the right decision.
And it's even slightly business minded, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a business. I'm sitting there, like, I'll ask, I'm a Catholic, so I'll even ask God, like, help me see the right, you know what I mean, the right decision to make, because I've been offered things, and then right now I'm trying to, close a deal off. I'm in good talks with different people, but I want to sign the best thing for me, and you know what I mean, my team, like, because that's all you need. Like, if you get a good promoter and you go in the ring and you just knock people out over and over again, then you're going to be a boxer. That's it. You're going to be a good boxer. You're going to get recognized, and that's it. And it sounds stupid, but it's as easy as that. If you have the right promotion and you just go in there and knock people out, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that to me. And even if you're not knocking people out, if you're doing things that are special, like Lomachenko, for example, he's not he isn't knocking people out, but he wasn't. You know what I mean? He boxes a different way. He moves his feet and things. You know what I mean? Everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you do something special that's entertaining to watch, and you're doing it on the right platforms, you're gonna get noticed.
Yeah.
Do obviously, because you said you're a Catholic and stuff like that, do you think I've been hearing a lot recently, a lot of podcast stuff talking about like the will of God in sports, like people who have the will of God kind of, they don't get defeated. It sounds weird, you know, with the Fury. I'm not personally, nah. But with like Fury, like he would have never have got back up if it weren't for the will of God.
That's what.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And so, does it help you at all? Was he just staring at
He's like, what?
Am I explaining it right?
No.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like Fury got knocked down because he's got the will of God. He's like, whatever happens to me here, God, it's in God's hands. Yeah, it's in God's hands, and it kind of just bulletproofs the mind, didn't it? I don't know.
Your question, yeah.
I feel like if you got a purpose, I feel like that latches onto a purpose.
Have you ever, you know, like not in a depressing way, but have you had anyone in your life, as family or whatever, pass away or been ill?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Most people have. And have you never like said, like, not even said it, but just thought to yourself, oh fuck me, like please look after this person?
Yeah.
And it's sort of like an extra bit of faith, isn't it? Like, and it's some people aren't religious, but they still do that, and it's like
bit of reassurance.
You're talking to someone you don't know who you're talking to. You spoke to yourself.
Yeah, even. I feel like when there's like when I say stuff like that, I like like thanks to God and that, because as a young person, like you're drilled that in school. I'm not religious. I believe in like the universe and energies and shit like that. That's my like thing,
I think it's all the same though.
It is all the same.
I think everyone's got like a different version of God,
if you've got a purpose, whether you believe or you don't believe. Someone to help you, or you or someone says, "Oh no, this stone's my lucky stone. This is what keeps me at night." Then that's your stone.
Cool,
I feel like it's with religion. I feel like religion could be anything.
Yeah.
So I agree. So I was always lost as young. Like I always thought to myself, "Do I believe in God? Do I not believe in God?" And it's difficult. And at the end of the day, you end up making your own choice. I just think like more recently, especially when I went to America and stuff, I found like it does help you with everything. You know, there's a quote and it's like if you have God, you have a friend, and that friend is you. And what it's basically saying is like you can talk not to yourself, but you know, out loud, and sort of, you know, if you're asking for things. And I've always found if I ever do ask for something from God, or ask for, even like I said, when I'm looking at what to do, if I ask help me make the right decision, things will fall into place. You know what I mean? Something might happen. Someone might not turn up, or might be busy, or someone might be, you know what I mean? And it will just all work itself out. And it's like, well, thanks God. You know what I mean? You can help me out there. And also, you know what I mean? If say someone's poorly or whatever, like I never used to go to church ever. Only ever on Christmas with family. Whereas more recently, like say I've got someone ill in my family, so I'll be going to church and just pray. You know what I mean? But it's like a good bit of like, it's a thing. I don't know. Some people do it, some people don't.
It's energies. It's the same for like giving gratitude, isn't it?
Everyone has different things.
Saying thanks or stuff like that, or like being grateful, or like helping other people. What comes around goes around, man.
Yeah. That's
why I feel like it's just like to some people it's a God. For me, it's like energies, the universe, how it all works. But it works all in mysterious.
The other
ways.
thing is like you know, I used to be a bit of a. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to like, if I was driving my car and I threw something out the window, like litter, you know what I mean? You wouldn't care. I wouldn't care less because I'm just some stupid little kid driving around. Not really care. Whereas now I don't do that. I hate everything like that. It sounds so pathetic. Yeah, but I don't want to litter. I don't want to do things that are immoral. I don't. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I feel like that's just part of growing up. Yeah. When you start to realise these things, they benefit you more because you're being real with yourself. I feel like sometimes we lie to ourselves unconsciously, and I feel like that's where it can go wrong because we're just lying to ourselves. When we know deep down it's not the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like when we're up front with ourselves, things start to move in weird ways because I feel like you carry yourself different. You let off a different energy around people, and things like you said fall into place. Things start happening where you're like, okay, no, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly.
But who knows, man?
God works in mysterious ways.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
What advice would you have for like any young boxers Like maybe stuck in a situation, or maybe don't know if it's the right move for them. Like, what would you have any?
I'm going to
advice for
say
them?
two things. One thing, for anyone that doesn't box. You should box. Everyone should box, and it should be in schools, really. And the reason I say that is because it gives discipline. It makes, you know what I mean? It's a tough sport, and people don't have a clue, especially in today's day and age where it's so easy to just, you know what I mean, go to Starbucks, do whatever, you know what I mean? Life's
We're
easy.
so lazy.
Life's easy and everyone's lazy. Having a bit of discipline is the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, because I know the difference. I know do you know how much better food tastes when you diet for 2 months and then you have, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then you go and eat something crap. Like, it tastes so much better. So it's like, you have to have,
better.
yeah, so much better,
when
bro.
it's like
Trust, that's what I'm saying.
You feel like a crackhead.
No, it is. And it's like, no one ever has that time where it's like, oh, you have to suffer and not have that. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with boxing, that does, like, if you box, you have to be disciplined. So and it's good for confidence and whatnot. So I'd say anyone to just go and box. And then if you do box already, and you need, the only thing you can do is train hard and learn and listen. And the best thing to do is just spar and just be in the gym. You got to run all the time, 3 times a week, run, and you got to be disciplined. That's it. It's like there's no sunshine without rain. There's no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to suffer.
Yeah,
And that's how it is.
Yeah,
If you suffer, if you suffer, you're gonna get you're gonna appreciate everything that's not necessarily easy, but everything else in life, the fortunate things, you appreciate them so much more.
I feel
After
like
suffering.
people nowadays they struggle to understand. We don't mean suffering where like you torture yourself, but it's like just I feel like as human beings we were made to feel like a little bit of hardship. Like
If you want anything in life, everything's hard.
yeah.
If you want to succeed in anything, the only things that aren't exactly necessarily like hard is like, you know, there's some things that aren't. Well, everything's hard. It's not. I can't even think of something.
If you
want to
go anywhere,
Only
or
fans
do
can't be that hard.
yeah,
you want to go
that's what I'm saying.
anywhere,
like
or
getting
do
the bunda
anything,
out.
That's what I mean. The
yeah,
things
but
that
then
come
it becomes
easy.
maybe a chore. So that is hard because you're like
No,
fucking hell, I'm doing this day in, day
I know
out.
what you're saying, but I'm
strumming
saying it's
my
probably
bean.
the easiest job, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Sitting
you
there
look at
fucking-
people like.
But then that's internet.
Yeah.
You look at people like, you know, streamers and that on games and that. You'd think, oh, it's not that hard, you're just playing games, but it probably is fucking.
Yeah, because you've got to be the best.
Imagine you're
Whoa,
the
no.
best at a game.
Yeah.
Sitting
Wait, we just said that chick strumming her bean's not that hard, but she's strumming her
She's
bean with
time,
the
yeah.
other 50 million women that are strumming
Yeah,
their bean
yeah.
or whatever. So it's like
a whole lot of fucking bean strumming, man.
so the pool again's big. So
Yeah,
you
it
got
is,
to be
it is.
better than someone else. You
Yeah,
got to
you
make
gotta be-
effort.
yeah.
You got to be there on time. You got to do that sexy thing you do.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know. Ranting.
We cut out, so.
Ranting somewhere. But
talking
Oh,
about-
he was talking about two things. He was talking about people to get into boxing because of discipline
Yeah.
and stuff like
And then
that.
carry
done
on
them,
boxing,
yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
then
you
now
are
we're talking
boxing,
about
just
Tate.
graft, have discipline.
Yeah,
Now we're
people
talking
do
about Andrew Tate.
Yeah, with Tate, yeah. People do extract the wrong things, though. But they
People
do that with
extract
everything.
Yeah, people extract
Yeah,
the wrong
mate,
thing.
if you say
at the
10
minute.
things, 9 of them might be right, and everyone don't say anything about the 9 things that are right. They will just pick the one thing that's wrong.
But he said he wanted to blow up on the internet.
Yeah,
Look what
he's
done.
always
He
wanted
done-
to be,
He done exactly
famous.
what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
Like, even if you watch
He's
last...
smashed it.
But it's
now
good,
when
man.
it
He
comes
comes.
to,
It's
like-
another guy that comes
Nah,
from
it
loot,
is,
and it just.
yeah,
But it
yeah.
shows you what you
Anything's
can
possible.
achieve.
Yeah.
And this is
Facts.
what people like. Stop setting it like a limit on your brain or cap in your mind.
That's the thing that I say as well. He does things that are like, a lot of people can't see your vision or can't see anyone's vision, and they're very closed-minded in a way that, you know, you can't do this or you can't. I hate that word when it says, like, obviously things are hard, but fuck me, you can do anything.
And you know what it is with your path's your own path. You know what I mean? You can watch these guys, but extract things from them. You're not going to be the same. Some people get so caught up in this, like, I'm going to be exactly like Tate and that's it. I'm going to be Tate. No, Tate, if you watch Tate from when he was young to Tate when he's now, Tate's fucking Tate. You're not going to be him. He is just, he was
gotta put your
different when
own
he was
spin
young.
on-
Yeah.
own
you gotta
Put
do
your
your
own
own thing.
spin.
But
Yeah.
that brings us wicked to the question of the pod. Your most euphoric moment in life so far.
Almost what?
Euphoric.
Euphoric. One second, let me Google that.
The peak of the mountain for you in life so far. So we'll say with boxing, because we've been speaking about boxing. So your best moment in boxing so far, where you look back and you just think, Jesus, like in that moment, you know, when you just remember a moment and you were just present and you were like, fucking hell, like I'm
You
it.
just scored a goal or something.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
this
I know what
guy.
you mean? I don't know. That's a hard question. Like, It wouldn't even be getting in the England team. It wouldn't be winning the English title. I don't know. That's such a hard question.
It is a hard question.
The
I
thing
couldn't
is,
think of it on the spot either.
like, there's been things in boxing that are going well for me at the moment. Like, even being in America is a bigger thing than them things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And with that question, you just think of the most recent shit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got one.
With boxing for me, I don't know. I boxed in the Echo Arena in Liverpool. That was big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big, man.
That's a big one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. But I don't know if I was. Fuck knows, man. Do you know what? If say you ask me what my heart like, I always say when people say to me, "What's my like hardest fight?" or something like that. I boxed against Ukraine, and that was my hardest fight. And when I won that fight, I was happy. Then you know. What I mean?
Let me rephrase it for yourself. Yeah. Say your career was to end tomorrow. Touch wood. What would you look back at and say that was my proudest moment?
I just don't know, man. It's such a hard question.
I think I just worded it back good though.
No, you haven't worded it good. I know what you're saying, but it's
But
like,
he's probably got so many.
Yes.
there's a few things, you know what I mean? Like at the start of my career, about 14 years old. Do you know Billy Schwer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Former world champion. I used to train with him on Saturdays, and we made a video once, and you know I've still got the video from a while ago, and it's like me saying things at 14 of what I want to achieve, you know. And I said that I want to get an England team. I said I want to win a national title. I said I want to turn professional, become a world champion. And I also said that I want to get in GB and go to the Olympics.
Well, you got that on video?
Yeah.
You need to spin that into a fucking TikTok, man.
Yeah,
and then put you
Put me,
training in the American gym with your trainers.
Do you know what you do? You
Fuck
give me that
off.
video, yeah? And I'll take the audio from it.
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
give me loads of clips of you boxing and I'll put it into a video for you.
That's
We'll do that.
Yeah, that
Wait.
And it'll be him speaking over it and it'll be you achieving
Wait, I
all this
swear
stuff.
down. That,
Oi,
that
1 million
people
views.
love that.
1 million views. Nah, dude, 1 million views.
God willing. Nah, seriously.
It's just a good video to have for yourself, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Do you do
I wanna-
TikTok and that quite a lot?
not really.
You should
Like,
jump
not like-
on it more, man.
Well, no, but he's going to be fucking boxing all the time.
Yeah, no, but when he's doing a little bit of pads or something like that,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
grow. Because if you're gonna grow, fucking grow. You may as
That's
well
what
try
I'm
to grow
saying.
your
Yeah,
social
yeah,
media as
true.
well.
You got to grow it. Yeah.
Gary Vee said it, man.
Yeah.
Especially TikTok, fuck me, man. You're out in America as well. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
doing this, you're doing that. You're meeting people.
What I do is I stay like quite low key, man. Like say like Luton and that. Like I don't really.
Don't worry about the loot,
With
man.
not even Luton, but what I mean is with boxing in general, I don't really I never say
Promote.
things until I promote it. Like I'm okay, but like with like people that watch me and whatnot. But what I do is I just wait until you know what I mean. I think with boxing, you're gonna make it if you go in there. The only way to make it in boxing is to get in the ring and beat people, and that's all
right.
I'm planning on doing. That's why I've took myself away. I'm in America. I graft. I'm learning different things, and when I come back, when I have my debut, which will be this year, like. I'm expecting, you know what I mean? I want to put on a good show. I want to do something different to what anyone else does, you know what I mean, in England and really, really be a prospect that people look at in England and think, fuck me, this kid's, you know what I mean,
You will,
decent.
man. 100%. Like,
Yeah.
you're training with the Yanks, man.
Yeah.
You already got something different. You already got an edge.
Yeah.
You already got an edge that no one else has got.
There's not many people
like,
that do it.
and there's not. Yeah, but what do you reckon? How many people you reckon in England are training with Yanks? You can reckon you can even count.
Not many, no.
Bro, that's
the
what I
ones that
mean.
are doing it are all doing good as well, you know, like everyone's doing good that is out there, so it's just the right place to be.
No,
Best place
I
to
think
be.
everything's just. And if you got that video, you even saying all
Yeah.
that shit, that is
We'll
just
sort that out.
mental,
I'll
mate.
do something.
mental,
I'll make
mental.
it.
Boy, that's mental. That is mental
Nah,
because
it's
at
good,
14,
man. That really-
like
yeah.
you don't even realise
You don't, nah.
what you're saying, but. And then you get back to look back at it and you think, whoa, fucking hell, I've achieved that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now,
yeah.
it's what
That's
I mean,
literally what happens to me. I'm
setting
like,
the
oh, shit,
goals,
I did that,
man.
and then I did that, and then I did that, and now it's like, now I'm onto the pro thing, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. I'm
So-
telling you, you put a bit of like thingy music on that, a bit of violin
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Extract the audio, put some clips out of. Mate, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good video. You're gonna have a good video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
man.
lad. Good
I
lad.
appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
took a while. We've been trying to get you on for a while.
Good lad.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, I was in America the first time, and then fucking, I had to get my eyes done. Now I've sorted that out. You know what I mean?
plain
Get a career
sailing.
going. Thought I'd start with this podcast, turn pro next,
Get out there with
get out there and do that. Yeah, man.
So when you flying back?
In the next couple of weeks, I'll be going back.
Yeah.
And God willing, I'll be getting ready for my debut when I go back. So we'll do the same. If you want to do it, we can do the same sort of thing that Pulley did. You know, when you did the whole video, getting there.
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah.
I'll, you know what I mean, being all right on an all right card.
100%.
So then,
yeah. No, yeah, that'd be wicked,
wait,
man.
man.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Going backstage with people like that is so good. I love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I'm there and I'm just like, fucking hell. Because all the shit you don't ever see, man, and you're just there and you're like, and everyone's locked in.
It's
and
crazy,
it's mad. It is a whole different experience. Yeah, no, 100%. We'll do it. People, we hope you enjoyed the podcast. I'm going to link all your stuff. Hopefully we'll do that video as soon as possible, because that'll be fucking, and then you can put it on your socials and that. And remember to like, subscribe,
Strum your bean.
strum your bean if you're into that stuff.
Oh shit.
But, yeah, peace, people.